I think we have actually. The second half of last season, I think, was the best. I thought Arsenal were brilliant, as good as anybody in Europe, and I was watching them every week thinking this is a proper team. Do you worry that Mikel Arteta will not get this team back to that level again?
I think he can. I think they've plateaued, but I think there's use the word unlucky. I mean, I think in the last couple of years, they're actually quite fortunate in terms of having the players they had available. They had their centre-halves, they had their central midfielder, they had their attack intact. This year, it's not been the same. They've not had the players. You look at the moment, they haven't got their first choice 4 attackers. Do they have enough depth there? No, probably not, but still, that's really hurt them. So I feel like with a fit squad, with a fully fit squad, with the right signings, maybe they can get back there. But it is a worry. You're right to raise it, and no one wants to be the nearly men of the Premier League, do they? You know, and I think
has anyone ever finished second 3 times?
I think it might be Arsenal. I'm
pretty sure
it's
their own record.
It is Arsenal.
Is it?
Yeah, it's their own record.
Finish him off.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess that tells a story, doesn't it? But I think they can go again. I mean, obviously, there's a bit with Liverpool. City have obviously dropped off. Liverpool, I don't know what Liverpool we're going to see next season. As brilliant as they've been this year, you know, there might be change there, there might be flux, we don't know. So I think Arsenal will approach next season thinking that they're in it. But for this year, I definitely think it's done.
Do you think there's a lot of criticism around the manager and spending money and buying players? I mean, is that a massive error on their part, or do you can you understand where they've come from?
I think it is a mistake. When you look at the building of the squad, the balance of the squad, everyone talks about January, and you know they should have done something in January. I'd go back further than that. I'd look at the summer. I'd say, what did they bring in? What did they spend their money on? They spent quite a lot of money on Calafiori, a left back, in a position where they had players, and also Miles Lewis-Skelly has really come through and done tremendously well. And then they spent a lot of money on Mikel Merino, who I think was not the right profile of midfield player in terms of, it's not a great investment. He was like 27, 28. There's not really big value there in the future. But also, with respect to him, he's kind of a functional midfield player. He's not a creator. And I think what we've seen with Arsenal a bit is that the creative responsibility has fallen primarily to Martin Odegaard. His form has dropped off, dipped, and there's been nobody there really to pick up that baton, especially with the injuries on top. So I think the squad was constructed a little bit wrong. I think if there'd been more emphasis on the attack, I think Arsenal would be in a better position now.